Good afternoon. So today my video is going to be about my journey so far on my weight loss. I'm using currently a GLP-1 and I'm going to be talking about my experience and my journey using the GLP-1. So back in 2000, my weight was, I was a bit overweight, and back in 1998 I had my first child. Before I had children, my weight was pretty normal. I was sitting around the 55 kilos, maybe at times 58 kilos. And so after having children, I ended up having 5 children all up. So each time I had children, I kept getting more and more bigger. I also, with my second child, ended up with postnatal depression, which then, having postnatal depression, I was quite depressed and down and feeling low, and then I would go binge eat on the wrong type of food, which gave me a food addiction, and I'd be eating the wrong type of food that would just put on the pounds. So then the next child, which was my third child, I gained more weight, which I would have been 60 something kilos probably. And then I just kept gaining more weight. I got up to, after having my 5th child, I kept on gaining more and more pounds. And up to my 5th child, I put on a lot of weight and I ended up being like 88 kilos. So I'm not blaming the kids for my weight gain, even though it looks like I am. But I am saying that the amount of food, the wrong choices that I was making put more and more weight on, which then made me feel more depressed, more uncomfortable. So I withdrew from talk to people. I had no confidence. I had low self-esteem, and I was just in a terrible place, especially having postnatal depression. And then I ended up with other health issues as well. So yeah, and just making poor choices and poor decisions through my life journey. And as years have progressed, the medication has become a lot more available for me. So that's where my journey has been in the past. But through those years of putting and gaining on weight, I have tried Weight Watchers. I have tried Jenny Craig, which when I did Jenny Craig, I lost quite a lot of weight. I did lose weight, but then again, I put it all back on. But I'm a mum with 5 kids, and I love them all so very, very much. But when I've been slowly losing my eyesight, it has also affected my decisions and my choices of food that I eat, because it also making me feel down and sad and depressed, just the unknown and not being able to see very much. And it put a lot of strain on my body and my mind and everything. And I've also developed like tics as well. Yeah, so if I pull faces, that's just the tics. You just ignore it. So I do try to do the best that I can. And moving forward, quite a few years later, back in 2014, I went to the Gold Coast. I was down there watching the Gold Coast Marathon, and it looked really interesting to me, and I found it quite fascinating that I thought I might try and compete in it. And so I was 85 kilos, and I thought there's no way I could run at the moment like the way I was, very overweight and unfit. So I put my mind to it, and I lost quite a lot of weight. I got down to 68 kilos, and I got to run in the 2015 Gold Coast Half Marathon, and I think it was like 22 or 24 kilometers. It was quite a big run for me, and I finished it and completed it, and that made me feel very happy and very good that I was able to do that, and it was a big accomplishment for me at the time. And I was on Jenny Craig at that point, and so I had a bit of fun doing that. I had a friend that came along and helped me run in it, and yeah, so that was good. Fast forward to last year, when I started doing YouTube and the exercises, I also have developed like type 2 diabetes, and just through poor choices and lack of probably exercise. My sugar last year was sitting around 20, and the doctors were a bit worried about that, so they put me onto medication, a GLP-1 called Ozempic, to try to reduce my sugars down. Well, while I was taking that, it also helped me with my weight. So I'd lost 8 kilos, and that was exciting for me. I was very happy, and I ended up losing that, and eventually this year, like end of last year, that Ozempic ended up stopping for me and not working, and I don't know why it did that, but it just stopped working. So I ended up trying another medication because I thought, well, maybe I just need a stronger dose of it. So I was at the 1 milligram of the Ozempic, and I thought maybe if I just, instead of doing the 1 milligram, because that's as far as I could go, maybe if I try Wegovy. Well, that was a big mistake for me. I shouldn't have done that. I went to 5 milligram, but it just gave me a lot of food noise. The food noise was terrible for me, and I was just being a pig. Like, I was going out and buying hot cross buns. I was eating like finger buns. I was gutsing into them. They were terrible. And before I knew, I had gained 2 kilos and wouldn't budge. It just stayed on me. Couldn't get it off. Couldn't get the weight down. I got more depressed, more down, because I can't see to just go out and exercise and run the street like everyone else can. I can go to the gym, but I need help to do that. I'm very limited to the exercises that I can do because of my vision. All I can do is just keep trying and keep doing my best. That's all I can really do. The Wegovy, for me, it was terrible. Like, I just wanted to eat and eat and eat, and I went to McDonald's. Oh, wow. I was just horrified what I did. And I ate McDonald's, and I would be eating all junk food and having hot chocolates every day. And I spent quite a lot of money on Wegovy. And yeah, it was terrible. I didn't like that medication for me at all. Anyway, I stayed on Wegovy for 4 weeks. It was just not good. So I went back and saw the doctor, and I was nearly crying because I'd gained all this weight, and the food noise, it was just rampant in my brain. Like, eat more, just don't worry about it. Keep eating Maccas. It's so easy to eat it. And it was terrible. I'd be sipping on the hot chocolates, and yeah, the calories were just going on and on and on me. So then I was too ashamed to get on to YouTube and do more exercises. I thought, imagine what these poor people are going to be thinking of me, gaining weight instead of losing it. I went and saw the doctor and got another prescription, but I changed over to a new medication. I'm on 2.5 milligram of Mounjaro at the moment, and the first week the weight loss is slow and it's not coming off too much at the moment, but I have been told that I probably won't see too many results until I go up a level to 5 milligram, and then I might actually start seeing results then. But until I go up to 5 milligram, I'm not really expecting too much, but I'll just have to see what happens. Now I'm going to be discussing about my side effects from using Mounjaro and Ozempic. With the Ozempic, I ended up getting very ill. I was bedridden for the first few days. I was really sick, getting very nausea, feeling like just stuck in bed. I just didn't have the energy. I couldn't get out of bed. I was feeling nauseous, headaches, and a bit unwell. Then, as I progressed, I was starting to feel much better, and I was able to cope with the medication. And then the 3rd week got easier, and the 4th week I had no side effects after that. It was all pretty good. Then when I tried Wegovy, holy crap, those side effects were terrible. I was doing these burps, and the Wegovy medication was not good for me. I got constipation, like sitting on the toilet, trying to go to the toilet, and constipation was bad. Then I went to Mounjaro. The side effects have been constipation, and I haven't wanted to eat very much, so I've got to keep making myself want to eat food because I'm just not eating very much. And the food noise with Mounjaro has disappeared. It's been great. I haven't even gone to McDonald's. Like, McDonald's is my real big downfall. It's the only takeaway that I usually eat, and I'll go and I'll have a hot chocolate, or I might go get a bacon egg muffin and a hash brown. Hash browns are so high in calories. That's terrible. If I have a hash brown and muffin and a hot chocolate, there's all my calories in a day, nearly gone. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, my side effects using my medication haven't been too bad at the moment, and it's been pretty good. The food noise has been a lot better. I'm not craving for food anymore. Last night for dinner I had grilled chicken and some salad, which was pretty good for me. And then today I've eaten only cereal, which was pretty healthy cereal, but I won't be eating really anything else. I'm not feeling hungry at the moment. I plan in a couple of weeks to go up to 5 milligram, and I plan to have 2 Optifast shakes a day and then some cereal for breakfast. So that will give me my protein. So that's about all I can really say about the side effects, because I can only just talk about my own journey. There are other side effects people talk about, but so far for me, it's just the constipation and there's no food noise. And I'm not very hungry, so yeah, that's all I can really say. So the cost of this medication can vary, but I'm here in Australia and I'm paying for Mounjaro $290 for the 2.5 milligram. If I want to do 5 milligram, that's going to cost $390. If I wanted to do the 7.5 milligram, it's $549. Here in Australia, it's not covered by the Australian government, so it's a private script in Australia. And I'm not sure whether insurances cover it. I don't have any insurances, so it's all out of pocket for me. The higher doses that you go, the dearer that it will become. So the food I've been eating, like today, I had cereal around about 3 p.m. because I wasn't feeling very hungry at all. And I've been having lots of water and lots of like drinks as well, like sugar-free. I've been having them. But as for food, I try to stay healthy. With my salad, it'll be lettuce, carrot, capsicum, cucumber, all that type of healthy food. Occasionally I might grab some grated cheese, but other than that, yeah, I have wraps as well. I put it into some wrap with the grilled chicken, and I've been only having mainly 1 meal a day because I haven't been feeling very hungry, and I've been drinking like cordial, sugar-free. Yeah, and then I just try and do as much exercise as I can. Like I do exercises and I put on YouTube, so just to help, so I can do my own exercises for my health, but also it might encourage someone else who's watching me. That's all I can do. With the food, I'm just eating lots of vegetables and salads. For veggies, I like to have broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, cabbage, and just normal everyday veggies that we all tend to have in our cupboard. Exercise. So what exercises do I do? I recommend if you can do about 8,000 steps a day to 10,000 steps a day, that would be good. I do have a treadmill that I try and do between 30-minute walk to an hour walk on my treadmill. It's not safe for me to walk around the block. I will likely get hit by a car. I also like to do push-ups and sit-ups, and I do a lot of punching the punching bag out the front, or I do skipping. I like skipping, and you might have seen me skipping on a couple of my videos. And I like to do whatever exercises I can actually do, I try and do. Sometimes I like to go to the gym and do some exercises at the gym. That's my exercises. My overall view on the GLP-1, I would recommend the medication I'm currently on, Mounjaro. It seems to be working. It's taking away the food noise, the cravings, and I would recommend Mounjaro. Ozempic did work for me at the beginning, but again, it did stop. And so now I'm trying the Mounjaro to see if that will help my weight budge, and hopefully it will. But my overall idea, I feel like I'm going to give it a go and see what comes of it. Hopefully I can get to my goal weight of 55 kilos, and I'm currently 73 kilos, so I want to get to 55 kilos, and I'm 4'11". I'm bloody short. I just wished I was just that bit taller. Like when I go to the shops, I've got to I can't reach high shelves because I'm just too short. So I've got to look around for someone tall to, help me get the stuff down. But most of the time I'm with someone that it's rare that I'm on my own anyway. But still, it still sucks to be short. I just wished I had that bit more height. But with two short parents, I had no hope. Anyway, I think the GLP-1s are pretty good. I think they will help me to get to my end goal and end results. But time will tell, and I'm just going to keep going and see what I can do. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, and have a lovely night.